Deidra Gambrell, Gambrell Real Estate, and I serve buyers, renters, sellers, investors, everyone.
Take me back to how you got started in all of this. Tell me how you got to where you are today.
So I grew up in real estate. My mom was an agent. My aunts were agents. My uncle has his own company. So I was always kind of thrown into it with them, just kind of being like with them as they're doing, showings or open houses and things like that. So yeah, that's where my love for real estate started.
Wonderful. I love how it's just in your family, it's in your blood.
Right.
You knew it was the path for you.
Yes.
So, you've been in the industry since 2014. What initially inspired you to step into real estate yourself and eventually launch your own proprietorship, Gambrel Real Estate? And I know that kind of goes with our first
Yeah.
what you just said, but if you could kind of expand on it a little more.
So I didn't initially intend to go out on my own, but it kind of just sort of happened. I have always had a goal to become a broker, and I love building relationships, and I've built a lot of relationships with clients and just other vendors, really. So I just decided to see if I can do it.
Awesome. And many of your clients describe working with you as feeling like family. What do you think helps you form such strong, lasting relationships throughout the buying or selling journey?
So just really getting to know my clients, sitting down with them, not just making it feel transactional, getting to know their families, their history. That has always, I feel like, been in my core, and that's what's helped me have repeat clients and clients who feel like family. So I think just meeting my clients where they are and just wanting them to feel comfortable, trust me, making them feel just like it's natural, and not forced or not just a business transaction.
Absolutely, and just building that trust among your client relationships, it's so essential and such just a great way to
Right,
to make friends beyond the job.
exactly. And I feel like I've grown those friendships over the years.
Wonderful. And you recently received a review calling you a showstopper who communicates well and delivers punctual updates. What does that type of feedback mean to you, and what standards do you hold yourself to when it comes to client service?
Oh, a showstopper. I'm trying to think of. I think for my clients, I want them to know that I'm available to them. So whether that means they're calling me in the middle of the night, I let them feel free to just have access to me no matter what. And that a blessing and a curse, right? But yeah, I think that for my clients, I'm not sure who wrote that review, but it's probably because they knew that they were going to get a response from me. And sometimes things are a lot more pressing than others. And just being able to know that they can communicate with me and always have me in their corner, that's probably where that one came from.
Absolutely, and it does not surprise me at all. And I just love the point you made about just like how they can reach you practically at any time.
Yeah,
Having that kind of reliability is such an amazing thing to have and
right,
to be able to deliver to your clients.
right.
So, as a principal broker now licensed in both Virginia and Maryland, what have you enjoyed most about stepping into brokerage level leadership?
So I feel like I'm still stepping into it. But for me, just knowing that I'm my own team, really, and having that confidence for my clients so that they know, I'm always learning, constantly getting feedback and things like that. So I think that it's just that confidence level and knowing that I am an island of one, really, but I'm still working hard for my clients.
Absolutely. I love it. And how has being a mom shaped the way you navigate this fast-paced, unpredictable world of real estate? And what strengths from parenting have helped you support clients with patience, clarity, and calm?
being a mom, like navigating real estate, it's a circus. I mean, it's just like, I guess I would look at it like Tetris. So it's just that juggle, that trying to fit pieces, moving things around from here to there to make it work. That's how I navigate as a mom because everything's always changing and I need to make sure that things work for my clients and for my family. So I'm doing that constantly. So it's a never-ending game of Tetris, just trying to, and then of course being a mom, like the patience, that definitely helps, and negotiating for sure, like how I have to negotiate with my kids all the time. I think it all flows in together. Like I have pieces that I've learned from real estate and pieces that I've learned from being a mom that all kind of factor into my work-life balance or my daily life.
For sure. And I like the analogy that you're using with Tetris because you need to constantly adjust, adapt.
Yeah. Connect the pieces, move them around.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Roll with it.
Right. That's motherhood and that's real estate.
Wonderful. The best of both worlds,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
One of the most common questions clients ask is whether they should buy now or wait. How do you guide people through that uncertainty while honoring their personal comfort level?
So I never want my clients to feel pressure. I'm a strong believer if it's meant to be, it will be. So I'm happy to start you off in your journey of buying. And then if we have to switch into renting, that's an option as well. There's no bad answer. It's all what is personally going to work for you and your situation at that time.
Absolutely. It's great that you're able to provide this kind of customized, personalized attention to them.
Right.
No matter what stage of their life they're in, you can work with it.
Right.
And you can help out. Awesome. And going back into communication, you've built a career on consistent communication and keeping clients updated at every step. Why is transparency such an important part of your process?
Honestly, because I feel like, especially in the world is changing and people need to feel like they can trust you. So I feel like being transparent is, I mean, that's key to establishing or continuing on with any relationship. So I just want my clients to feel comfortable with me and just be able to trust me. So I'm transparent across the board.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's super reassuring just to have that punctuality and assurance, knowing that they know what's going on every
Right.
step of the way, and you're there to provide that knowledge and inform them.
And I'm on their team. So I want them to feel like we're on the same team, you know?
Absolutely. What's the story behind the hardest transaction you've ever handled? One of those everything went wrong and we still closed situations. And what did that experience reveal about your resilience and problem solving as a broker?
So my hardest transaction happened a couple of years ago. And it started off, it was a referral. I got a phone call from a client who wanted to help their family member sell her home, but she wasn't ready. So she was doing interviews for clients. And so I met with them. And that was one of those transactions where I got there and we connected and it felt like family. So she hadn't been ready to sell, but she did agree to list her home, but we were going to move at her own pace. And so we did. We let her kind of take control, let us know when she's ready. And then she passed away unexpectedly. So it kind of stopped things right there. But then, so we're navigating like the emotions and the family's grieving, but they still need to sell the house. So in the midst of all of this, a squatter takes over the house. They brought me back in. At that point, the listing agreement that I had with her it was over because, she had passed away, but they still needed my help to guide them through the process. So I called in some recommendations that I had of my own on the attorney side, just to kind of get things going or get advice on what to do. We navigated through that together. And then when we finally were able to get into the home or take it back, it was a disaster. I mean, like, think like hazmat suits. Like, that's exactly, we were all in hazmat suits. So it was an emotional process. You're grieving through it with them, and then you're still having to kind of rebuild everything to get it back to be able to sell it. We navigated through, and everybody had on hazmat suits. We had different contractors there. Law enforcement was there helping, and we kind of just went through the process together. So I think that was probably my hardest transaction because it was the most emotional and like the unknown. I didn't know what we were going to find when we got in the house, and when we got in the house, it was not pretty. So I think for that one, that would have to be my hardest. But then we turned it around. It was like a brand new house, sparkly, brand new. Everything was brand new. And we got a really good family in it. So that was like the light at the end of the tunnel. But I think that process was the most emotional and the hardest to deal with, just navigating the unknown and having to go through that.
Wow, what an experience. I
Yeah.
mean, there's such a hardship like that. I mean, if that doesn't show your strive and just determination to help out this family, I don't know what does.
Yeah.
Through something so hard, and you're able to turn it around and make the best of the situation that it could possibly be. That's amazing.
Because at that point, it felt like, you're selling a family member's house. So you
Yes,
just process through with them. So
absolutely.
it was probably one of my most rewarding transactions.
For sure. Just there to take it one step at a time. Amazing. And pivoting, when you're helping clients search for the perfect home, what key things do you pay attention to that ensure you're truly aligning with their lifestyle and long-term goals?
I mean, I pay attention to all of their requirements. We have your must-haves, what are your deal breakers, your budget. That is key. So just kind of sitting down and going through, like, how long do you want to be in this home? What is it that you're looking for right now? Is it something that you're thinking long term? Is it something that you're hoping you'll stay in for a year and then maybe use it as an investment property? Like, what are your goals so that we're on the same page? And I think just sitting down at that first meeting and kind of going through like a checklist of their requirements and location and things like that. I mean, that's where I get them together.
I think that that's a great business model. Just kind of sitting down and really analyzing their goals. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to go with this?
Right.
I think that's a great way to just kind of hash out and get a good plan moving forward for you, but also for them. So they
Right.
kind of have a vision on the horizon that you're able to bring.
Because I have military clients, and having to talk them through, like, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Do you think you'll be here? Will you use this as an investment if you get transferred or deployed out? Things like that, like knowing like the real like meat of their story, that helps me with them.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
And when people hear the name Gambrell Real Estate, what do you hope immediately comes to mind in terms of the experience you provide, the way you advocate for clients, and the standard of care that they can expect?
Honestly, I hope that hearing the name Gambrell, like that I just pop in their head, not the most common name. So I hope that Gambrell, like, oh, Deidra, she's going to work hard for us, communicate for us. She's going to go to bat for us. Like, I hope that's the impression that I leave my clients with.
Absolutely. Deidre's your girl and she's on your side.
Right, exactly.
What do you believe sets you apart from other brokers in your area, especially when it comes to negotiation style, industry knowledge, or again, client care?
So I have a lot of friends in the industry who I've met through some of my transactions, and they're all great agents. So for myself, I think it's the client care part of them knowing that they have, going back to having that access to me. Like, it's bad sleeping habits, of course, but like they know that they're going to call me or text me at 1 a.m. and they're likely going to get a response from me no later than like 1:10. Like they know. Like, I think that level of care, that just I don't want to say no boundaries, but they know that I'm there for them. Like I am dedicated. But there's many love other agents in the area who give that same care. And I've met a lot of them. So I'm just one of many.
Absolutely. I think through your personality, though, it just really shines through how much you're willing to go for them and just give them that detailed, personalized experience that they're looking for. What is something about the real estate process that you wish more clients understood, especially those entering the market for the very first time?
I wish they understood that they have options. They don't have to buy. And I know not everybody says that, but you do not have to buy. You can rent. There's nothing wrong with renting. So I wish more people didn't have that stigma and or that pressure of feeling like they have to buy at that very moment. It's not the best option for everybody at the same time, or it's situational. And I wish that more people knew that. So it's a two-sided. The lender part. I have lenders who I recommend all the time. And I wish people knew that there are lenders out there who will walk you through the process and will actually help you determine whether or not it's the right time to buy or rent. I think sometimes people will come in with like a general pre-approval and not really know like the back end of it and know all of the details of or the available options to them. There's grant programs like down payment assistance. Like there's things that if you have that personalized attention, which the lenders that I work with give that, I wish that more buyers knew that was available to them to help them. I mean, I'm here to help you make that decision as well, but I think someone in like the financial industry for lending can walk you through it as well. And I wish more buyers knew that they had access to that.
That's a great piece of knowledge, I think, for anyone, and just to let everyone know that there's always options,
Right.
and you can be met exactly where you are.
Exactly.
Perfect. And looking ahead, what's your vision for Gambrell Real Estate over the next few years? And what do you hope to make in the communities that you serve?
My vision is just to continue on. I'm taking it day by day. I hope to learn more. Every transaction is different, so I'm learning everything like as we go. I'm learning additional things, and I love that. And in the communities, I just hope to become someone who is known throughout, someone that they can reach out to for questions. And sometimes I get phone calls just for questions, like, hey, can you talk me through this? Or, things like that. I just want to be like a resource of knowledge, I guess is the best way to say it.
Absolutely, a great opportunity to be able to take advantage of as someone
Right,
who is really seeking that
right,
seeking that guidance.
right.
I want to thank you for coming on and sharing your story, a very inspiring story, and I wish you the best of luck in all that comes your way in the future.
Thank you so much.